Good day everyone. Welcome to our video presentation. Our video presentation is all about the tools needed in critical creative reports. In today's day and age, everyone is expected to able to give critical and creative reports. These include lawyers, engineers, and government employees, not just those who are working in the field of multimedia in the arts. Objectives 1. Create a credible logical report that is truly researched and fact-checked. Number 2. Deliver a report using effective verbal and non-verbal communication. And 3 is augment the report with relevant and eye-catching visual aids. Introduction. Some speeches can be so effective trigger adrenaline, while other speeches just as effective trigger a sense of peace and calm in the midst of chaos. Great speakers have been called hypnotic, magnetic, and charismatic. And this is not just because they have a compelling message, but because of captivating manner they deliver these speeches as well. Performance. Speeches are performance, and they are delivered best when they have the feel of authenticity and earnestness. People respond when they think that the one speaking is being honest and sincere, and they respond even more strongly when they feel that they can relate to the speaker. Next is plan the speech. It is important to express oneself in an expressive and articulate manner. It is best to choose one's word carefully and to ensure that one's speech builds on the foundation of logos, pathos, and ethos. To come across as articulate, one must also nurture a speaking style that is effective, and this style varies from one person to another. Eye contact. One way of coming across as authentic is the ability to make good eye contact with the audience and to speak in the manner that touches them. It is important to engage the audience, and eye contact helps doing that. Next is speaking style. Different people have different speaking styles, and one can only find one's personal style through constant practice. Some seems to be more effective when they come across as calm, trustworthy, and reasonable, and their hand gesture seems more often and thoughtful. Next is hand gesture. Whatever kind of speaker one may be, it is always best to be more purposeful when it comes to choosing hand gesture. Hand gesture can create as much of an impact as the content to the speech itself. They must always look smooth and natural rather than robotic or artificial. Next is reading the speech for feedback. One of the best practices in public speaking is to videotape speakers and then have these speakers watch themselves. It might be surprise them that they use hand gesture or mannerism that distract from or lessen the impact of their speech. Next is peer evaluation. It's not enough to be given a grade for a speech or just be accorded high praise. Feedback from people is important, and this will be great tool improving one's speech and one's speaking style in general. Next is appearance. When it comes to appearance, it is important to look credible, worthy of respect. In real world, this depends a lot of one's audience, as the way one's dress should match the kind of audience one wants to impress. Next is clothing. Traditional audiences often call for more formal clothing for men. This would mean donning a suit and tie at a most formal level or at the very least, the use of long-sleeve bottom-down shirts, slacks, and leather shoes in the Philippines. That use of barong and slacks is acceptable for women. A pantsuit or a formal coat and skirt assemble should suffice. Good grooming. In addition, good grooming is a mess in that extend to one hair to one nails. As long as one look neat and clean, that should be enough to satisfy most audiences' requirements. Next is visual aids. Since we live in a world that is more dependent on information technology, it has become the regular or audience to express speeches to be accompanied with visual aids such as PowerPoint presentation, video or audio clips, and infographic. Next is PowerPoint presentation. When it comes to the use of PowerPoint, one should ensure that the font size of the text is not too small. Acceptable size font would be type 24 or larger, and the text should be in the colors for easier reading. Next is handouts. It would be the best to have handouts ready for one's audience so that members of the audience will not have to scramble when taking notes during the presentation. This should be written succinctly and should have appropriate citations. Next is conclusion. In the end of public speaking is a dynamic performance that is meant to disseminate information, create greater awareness, and evoke emotion. In the audience, it is utilized by teachers, lawyers, politicians, and the like. It has been used effectively to promote human rights on the street and to create policies in the government. The preferences. Clergy, successful methods in public speaking, New York, Fang and Wagnall Company. And that's all about. Thank you for watching my video presentation. I hope you learned something from my video presentation, and until at end. And God's be the glory. Thank you.